Hi, this is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Today we want to talk a little bit about, recycling. How many times in our life have we found ourselves going through the same cycle? The same cycle that we found ourselves coming out of at one period in our life. Yet here we are again looking at the same thing. I wore a t-shirt that says, attract the energy you want to receive, right? You want to be able to, whatever you have going on within you, guess what? That's what you attract. So, if you have peace within, you attract peace. You got love bubbling on the inside, that's what you're going to attract. But if your mind is troubled, if you have low self esteem, if you doubt yourself, if you have no confidence in yourself, you're going to attract that kind of energy back to you because you can only bring forth what's also going on within you. Many times in life, we may go through life looking at why is it that we go through some of the things we go through? Why is it that we meet the people that we meet? Highs or lows, good or bad. We are attracting what we are. We are attracting what we have going on inside, not what you're talking about outside. Because outside, we have learned how to mask how we want people to project us that everything is fine. We on top of the world. We rocking it. We got everything going on. We absolute, correct? But inside there is they say there's a war going on. There's a battle that's happening that we don't want people to be made aware of. But even though you're not talking about it, it is still exhibiting itself in the choices that we make, in the places that we go, in the things that we do. You find yourself picking up habits you really say, I don't know why I'm doing this. Go within. Go within and find what's going on inside of us. What is happening within us? Then it always would show what we're doing outside. That recycle. Are we bringing in the same types of people? Same people, just different faces, right? And I remember probably years back when I had to go and ask myself, because many times in life, you look at things and you're saying, why is this happening? How come I'm having this type of people come into my life? And so it makes you think, oh gosh, I used to say, making bad decisions, right? You're just making bad choices and you want to make better choices because the choices that you make aren't good. The choices that you're making are not sound. And then when you look at what you've made and what you've gone through and who you brought into your life, you have to go back and say, it's so easy for us to blame the other person and say, that person was a bad person in my life. That person, really brought out the worst in me. That person, whatever. It's easy to shift blame. And that's been done from ancient of days. It is easy to shift blame than it is to accept, right? What we have done, what we have chosen. And then once you understand that, once you come to the realization that I made this choice, I remember years back, I would say, okay, you know, you had this happen at this job, same thing happened at the next job, same thing happened at the next job. Okay, what is it that you're learning from that? Because I mean, if or you're not learning anything, you're gonna what? You're gonna repeat the same thing over again. And we say insanity is doing what? Repeating the same things over and over again and expecting different results. So if you want something different, you got to do something different. So if what you are getting and what you're receiving is not what you want, then ask yourself why you keep choosing that. What is it that's going on within you that you're yearning, that you're desiring within that's making you make those choices? Because you're going through that same cycle, right? And that cycle, it keeps repeating itself because nothing has changed. You haven't changed your direction. You haven't changed your choices. You haven't changed your mind. You haven't changed the way you think, how you move, how you flow, how you cause things to happen. You've got to change. When you change within, everything changes without. But it first begins within. You got to change inside. And trust me, when you change what's going on inside, it will definitely help you make better choices outside. If you're tired of seeing the same old thing and you keep complaining about why, I'm back in this same situation, I worked at a community shelter for years as a volunteer, and I would see the same people coming every year, or they stay there for months at a time, and you wonder how long is long enough. How long are you going to stay in that situation before you say, I am tired of being here? Then ask yourself the next question. You were here last year, right? Whatever that downfall was last year, apparently you hit another one that brought you back here this year. So, what have you learned? What is it that you have found out so you can stop the cycle? Aren't you tired yet? Haven't you got tired of being in that same position? Aren't you tired of going without? Right? And that's the question I always ask them on the intake. Okay, how you doing today? We finish off everything, and I ask the question. Okay, so what brings you back? What brings you back? And sometimes they drop their head, and sometimes say, I don't know, man. I just can't. I just can't seem to get it right. I says, okay, so let's figure out what it is you can't get right, so we can get that right. Because we don't want to be here. This is not the Hyatt. This is not a 5-star hotel. You're not in the best place. So what do you want to do to prevent yourself from coming back here again? Because you got to do something different. You got to have something that will prevent you from being back here. Whatever it is in your life that you say that you are tired of looking at, it means it's a cycle. If you're tired of looking at it over and over is a cycle. That's a cycle, right? But it's hard recycling things. It means you're taking something and you're going to bring it back. You're going to bring it back and you're going to bring it back. People do that many times in life. You watch generation after generation after generation of families doing the exact same thing. The exact same thing, right? Poverty will follow each generation, right? Wealth will follow each generation. Success will follow each generation. Failures will follow each generation. Whatever it is that you want to see going through your lineage, going through your family, your legacy, you got to practice that. And the first person you need to work on is who? Self. I need to work on me. What is it about my life I don't want to recycle again? I don't ever want to see that come up again, especially if it's something that's negative, right? If you're seeing the same type of person coming into your life, I remember saying that one day, what's wrong with me? That I keep choosing the same type of people. What's wrong with me? See, that's first taking, responsibility. You take that responsibility. What's wrong with me? Not what's wrong with them. They're doing exactly what they're supposed to do, right? They're looking at you as a prey. You are a prey, a prey, and they are a predator, looking for someone to do whatever it is, to take care of them, to be, whatever it is. They're looking for someone who they can prey upon, right? And it's never in a good way. So you're not going to be used, in a good way. Some people come into your life that come to bring, enlightenment. They come to bring joy, to bring actual love, comfort, right? To bring you some peace, right? Then you got other people who come in for the other reasons, right? They come to take something from you because they're takers. They're not givers. They're takers. But you cannot blame somebody for trying. You have to look at yourself and say, how did they win? How did they win you over? What did they say? What did they do? And then, if they did it once, and someone else did it the second time, and someone else did it the sixth time, then there's something not wrong with those people that you are attracting. Something's wrong with you, that's what you're attracting. What are you pulling out there? What you putting out there that people are attracted to that's causing you your pains, your headaches, your heartaches, whatever it may be? Something has got to change. What can it be? It has to be you. You must change. You must change the way in which you think, in which you do, because you don't want to recycle that again. You don't want to see it again. So you got to change within yourself. I need to make better choices. I need to do things differently. I need to look at things differently because I keep seeing the same people coming in my path. They just got different faces, right? I look at many times in life, talking to different people all through life. So, it's the same old thing, just a different face. It's the same old thing. They come with the same old game. They come with the same, line. They come with the same, they're trying to get to that end result or whatever it is. They're trying to take you for a ride. They're trying to, take you for everything that you got. They're trying to find somebody who they can prey upon, manipulate, abuse, use, whatever it may be. And the cycle keeps coming back. So what is it about you that you're attracting those type of people? Now, that's on the negative. But what about people who are attracting good people? People who are attracting a positive people. People who are attracting winners. People who are attracting those that's going to help uphold their life, lift their life, cause their life to make a difference, because there's something good going on inside of you. Oh my gracious, you could be a good person, but you got some bad things you need to get rid of. You're a great person. You're just beautiful as you can be. You got a good heart. You're just as lovable as you can be. People look at you and just fall in love with you immediately. But you got some things going on inside of you need to work out. You need to rid yourself up. You need to reintroduce yourself to you and find out what it is about you that you need to, that you pull in these wrong types of people. Because see, if those are people who are coming to you, it's because there's something in you that you need to get rid of. Right? Because they should even see you as someone they think they can even come up to and talk to. Because they should see, I know, I'm out of their league. I'm not even gonna try that because I already know. I know what I am. I know what I'm doing, and they wouldn't give me the time of day. And you know why? Because that's what you are. You have gotten pure inside. You have cleaned up your inside. You have gone inside yourself and gave yourself some self-love. You got rid of that low self-esteem. That low self-esteem will cause you to, oh my gosh, always pick up the wrong folks. Have you ever watched people, oh my God, they are so beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous women, handsome, fine men. And you see people who are just dogging them. Dogging them. And you look and say, hey, why would they even be with that person? What in the world? Look how they don't even belong with a person like that. But you know why? Because inside them, they don't know. They don't know who they really are. When they look at themselves in the mirror and you see beautiful, they don't see that because they've been broken, because they've been tore up, because they've been messed up, because they've been messed around, because somebody has come into their life, maybe at a young age, and, just roll their life upside down. And they haven't fought past that because no one taught them how. So until they get that together, they will always attract the wrong people in their life. They will always get the brunt from somebody's abuse, somebody's pain, somebody's anger, because they haven't got in touch with themselves. But woe unto them when they finally do. When they finally look in the mirror and they say, you know what? I'm going to get myself together. That beautiful song, I finally got myself together. And now I know just who I am. And when you know who you are, guess what? Those people that used to do the things that they do and the things that they did, they'll not feel comfortable coming around you because now you're seeing through different eyes. You see them differently now. You can see them and know what it is. You know how people used to say they they go out one night and meet somebody because they tore up from the floor up drunk, right? And they wake up next morning and look over, good God, how in the world I get with that person? And you got to go home. You got to get them out of here, put a bag over you or something. They having these fits because when they were drinking, it messed with their vision. They couldn't see clear. because now alcohol has made everything look different. The eyes half closed; they can't really see good. When they wake up in the morning, everything is now. They say, "I can see clearly now. I see clear now. I can see." Oh my gosh, really? And you was like, "I can't believe." You ever go through life and look at somebody and say, "I can't believe I used to be with that person. I can't believe I used to talk to that person. I can't believe I was, whatever." Because now you can see clear. Now your vision has gotten better. Now you see you better. You value you better. You understand you. And you know what? You won't allow someone to do that to you anymore because now you have cleaned up yourself. Self love, baby. Stop trying to redecorate the outside and do all this stuff to the outside and get inside that heart. Get inside your spirit, your mind, your body, your soul, and you change some things. Fall in love with you inside so that you will not ever again find yourself in the same cycle, in the same place, with the same type of people, at the same kind of job, doing the same thing that's negative. You're not getting anywhere. Things are not turning out well for you because you have not got yourself together. When the next time you go and you look in the mirror, or the next time you decide to step outside your house, step out in the new you and know that you have finally got yourself together. Because now you see yourself differently. And you've gone in there and you taking care of those dark places, those ugly places, those hidden places, those places that people didn't know anything about, but you knew it exists. But now you're taking care of it. You have gotten rid of those things. So now that you can make yourself better, not for those people outside, but for yourself. I want to be a better person for me. For me. This is all for me. And if someone comes into my life, they're going to find a better person. They're going to find somebody who's not going to be, always holding their head down and thinking, I'll accept your crumbs. Give me all your breadcrumbs. Because I really don't deserve anything else. I really don't deserve, I really don't, no. You're going to hold your head up and know I do deserve that. I deserve even more than that. Because now you've gone inside. Oh my gosh. And you clear the way. And you brought some light in your life. Many times I have been able to, to go and meet people. And the first thing I said, I got to go in and find that light. Because, that light is going to bring the healing. The light is going to bring the love. The light is going to cause you to see things differently. You're going to be a better person because the light will shine so bright that you'll never want to be in darkness again. You'll never allow somebody to put you in darkness again. And you'll never want to go dark again. Going dark, it means it's a place of, you're going into a deep depression. I've seen people go so dark, and I cry for them because I know they're in a bad place. And I cry and I work and I work and I work until I can see the light. And then when I see the light, I said, you're going to be okay now. And they don't see it yet, but I saw it. And once I see the light, I know they're good. And I can walk away and say, you're okay. Give it some time. Because you didn't get in that dark place overnight. So you're not going to come out sometimes overnight. But you're coming out because I saw the light. And the light brought hope. And it said that, you're healing. Sometimes healing, is a process. But go through the process. Go through the healing. Allow yourself to be better. And never allow yourself to let somebody tell you that this is all you deserve. So accept this. Because it's not true. You deserve the best. You deserve better. And you can have that. Attract what you want because it's inside of you. Not what you're talking, but what's inside you. Get inside of you and change that so you can attract that you want. Anything won't do anymore. You won't accept leftovers and, mediocre. You realize now you deserve the best. So go after it. I thank you so much for your time, your presence. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. If not, you can leave me a thumbs up, or leave a comment. I appreciate you. I thank you for your time. I thank you for just taking our time to just sit back for a few seconds and listen. Because if it does not affect you, it may be somebody you know that it does. And you want to see their life change because you know there are people, everybody knows somebody that needs to know that what they have been attracting is not what they need to have in their life. And they're attracting it over and over again, which means they have been having this cycle over and over. And they've been recycling nothing but that bad. And they don't deserve that. And you know they don't. So give them a chance to understand. Change what's inside you. Feel you. Fall in love with you. And when you fall in love with you, you will never allow somebody else to ever make you hate yourself again or dislike what you see when you look in the mirror. Because if you can't love you, how can you get someone else to do it? And even when somebody tells you they love you, it's hard to convince you of that because you don't even love yourself. Fall in love with you. Let that be your cycle. Always in love with you. And it works. Again, thank you for your time. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. And I want you to have an absolutely wonderful morning, day, night, presence, flow. Whatever it is that you need, you have it marvelously. Be exceptional. Be awesome within yourself. Be beautiful. Deep down inside. And don't let nobody change the good that's in you because it's there. Sometimes it's too deep. Sometimes it's right on top. Whatever it is, you got it. Be blessed. Let your light shine because it's always ready to show you a better day. Blessings to you. Thank you so much.